Today, I want to talk to you about the end-game use of Obols. Obols are used at the Curiosity Vendor to basically gamble for items, and when you've reached end-game, when you've reached the late stages of Diablo 4, you don't just willy-nilly spend them on whatever you want. You generally have to target farm one of two things. Either a significant upgrade, but most likely you already have the upgrade. So for instance, if you look at my gear, the only piece of gear that doesn't have like a misty glow at the top is this ring right here. This ring is level 615 plus 20 item power. And in my stash, I have a rare ring right here. This is 763 plus 25. Now, why is this ring rare? Because I don't have the enchant, the imprinted thing where shout is cast, it reduces cooldown. I need this ability, this aspect on this rare ring. And the only way I'm going to get it is by finding legendary rings. So Obols are the way to go. So for those that don't know, late game, you should only use Obols for gambling rings, amulets, weapons, and offhands. And the reason why is because red dust is far easier to get, and you can gamble all other pieces of equipment with red dust, so there's no reason to gamble it with your Obols. So what I've got here today is 1,000 Obols and some murmuring caches. And let me just explain how I got 1,000, okay? So, by doing the challenges here, you unlock 80 max Obols on each of the zones, and then you also get more Obols by doing all of the altars of Lilith, which I have 100%ed, and so the cap for your Obols is 1,000. And the only way to go over that is to do quests that give you these murmuring caches as a reward. Now, they say they only contain 50 murmuring Obols. That's not true. The higher level you are, when you open these, you will get far more. So, the goal of today's video for me, my goal with our Obols, is to get a ring with the shout mod on it. So, we're just going to go here, and normally you only want to gamble when the ring is showing this little, ancestral mist. The yellow one is sacred, that's level 50 plus, 50 to 70, and then this one is Ancestral, which is 70 plus. However, I'm only doing it so I can get the aspect off the ring. I already have the upgrade that I want for the ring. All the mods are on it, and they're high rolls, they're decent rolls. I just need legendary rings. So here we go. This is round number 1, 1,000, and we're just gonna spend them. There we go. We didn't even get a full inventory. So I'm just gonna mouse over each one and look for the shout. So no, and no. That's a high roll on that one, though, but ugh. Okay, so let's pop open these caches. There we go. And we got a few more chances here. So let's go ahead and just... Oh, we got one more. And we got it. But it's the low... I have been trying to get this for the past 4 days, so you don't know how happy I am. And I was like, if I start recording a YouTube video, it's gotta happen. Fate will make it happen. So here we go, we got the ring that we wanted right there. Now, it's only going to reduce the cooldown by 1 second per enemy up to 6 seconds. So that means as long as there's at least 6 enemies around, it'll reduce the cooldown. I'm happy with that. This old one is 1.5 seconds, okay. It only goes up to 1.9 anyway. It's a 1 second difference, so 3 enemies versus 6. Very minor. It completes the build. But... we're going to just look at our other rings, and here's how we're going to do that. Here's the optimal way to do that so we can do this quickly and efficiently. First off, before I do anything, because I am the kind of guy that accidentally misclicks and destroys things. I had another gambling video where I got a good helmet and then I accidentally destroyed it at the blacksmith. So that doesn't happen. We're going to immediately extract this aspect right there. Let's take that off. We have it now. It's ours, it's permed, we're good. If we can't mess it up anymore, just to be safe. You gotta trust in yourself, but on things like this, I've been trying this for 4 days now, and we finally did it. So first things first, let's just sell everything that is not ancestral and rare. Okay, so that means I'm looking for these little mist icons here, and we can sell the blues immediately. They're pointless. And all of these rings that are not ancestral, we can get rid of them too, because I have a better ring in my stash, or equipped. So all we have now are these rings here. So let's look over the stats. As soon as I find 2 stats that I don't need, it's gone. So, and because these are the legendary, I like to break them down for the materials, so that's gone. And that's gone also. And I don't need these mods at all. That's also gone. That's also gone. So those were all worthless rings. And then these two, let's see what we got. Slowed, stun, nope. Slowed, fortified gen, nope. Okay, so that was easy. We did it. We successfully gambled the rings, and it only took 3 or 4 days worth of Obols farming. But now we have our prized possession here. We're going to take this rare ring out, and you may be wondering, well, I'm a barbarian player. I want to know why this ring is so damn good. And the reason why this ring is good is, well, it's much higher item power than my replacement ring, but mostly is the crit chance, the resource generation, which is build defining. That's the main thing. It's got fizz damage and damage to close enemies. So that's pretty darn good compared to what I currently have on. And yeah, it could be better. Of course, it'll all... Here's the thing with Diablo and just items and RPGs like this in general. It could always be better. And that's fine. That's absolutely fine. So now we can pop the ring there, and then slap, what is it right here? The shout one. And there we go, we did it. And then finally, I can equip that one on there. And you know what? What's funny is it's actually cheaper to just remove a socket than it is to upgrade. So for instance, the Royal Skull. If I want to craft one, 50,000 gold, right? Not a big deal. But if I wanted to just remove or unsocket my old ring here, it's only 36,000. So it's actually cheaper to do it that way. And there we go. We just upgraded our ring, and this is a massive power boost to my character. This is the old ring. 635 item power versus 763 plus 25. I'm not doing the math on that. It's like 788. I don't know. It's wild. It's a crazy massive power boost. And because I gambled my Obols correctly, I am able to do that. So I'm going to pop up the thing once more just to show you here. That this is why you only use Obols on rings, amulets, and weapons and offhands. And like I said, late game, you're going to be chasing those aspects. There are aspects that can only spawn on rings and nothing else. And they're going to be the hardest ones to find when you find your upgrades. But, if I go down here to the vendor in the PvP zone for the red dust, you'll see that we have cap, tunic, gloves, boots, pants, all available, right? And as you can see now, my entire character, well, except my amulet. So amulet and helmet are sacred. Everything else is ancestral. This means when I go loot something, I don't have to check the properties. If it's sacred and below, I don't need it, because all of these are basically somewhat bis for my build. That's a topic on another video, but I just wanted to explain to you late game Obols farming. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. We did it. We got the ring. Thank you, streamer, YouTube, video maker luck. Finally, feels so damn good to finally get that upgrade and educate you on the process of how to do it properly. With that said, hopefully this video helped you out. Save up those Obols, get those dang aspects that are really hard to get. Like, I've went through so many legendary rings until I got this damn aspect. It's insane. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it, because I've got lots of videos coming out. And on the right side of your screen is a video you should absolutely click. If you click that video, you're going to find the aspect that you absolutely need. And if you don't click it, then you're going to go 4 days without it like I did.